Marvin, the Executive Director of the Utah Department of Government Operations. It was interesting to receive the call from the governor. I started my employment with the state about 29 years ago at CCJJ, the Commission on Criminal and Juvenile Justice, and have worked for a number of departments in the state government before leaving for higher ed, and I've spent the last 16 years in higher education at Snow College and Southern Utah University, where I was working when the governor called and invited me to come to the Department of Government Operations. So it's fun to be back at the state level and fun to be working with the governor's office again since I began there 29 years ago. So government operations does all sorts of things behind the scenes. We have the state's Human Resource Office, the Division of Technology Services, which is all the computers and networking and cables behind the walls. Risk management, as we provide risk insurance for all the state entities, higher education and public education. Archives and records. It's just a conglomeration of departments that really are serving other departments in the state. If we can arrive at a point where people aren't complaining about the internet is slow or I can't log in or some other issue that's causing a frustration, then I think we'll be operating on all cylinders. So we truly are behind the scenes in so many ways, and I'd love for us to remain behind the scenes and provide all those services in a quality manner so that folks can just know that they're there, that they're quality services, that when they need help, whether it's a human resource issue or an archives issue, et cetera, that we've got staff that are there to help them and to answer whatever questions they might. And so it'd be nice to have praise and those sorts of things, but I think for most folks, if we're not hearing complaints, then we're doing a pretty good job. A wonderful workforce. Part of what's fun for me to come back was the last position I held in the state before leaving for higher education was as the Deputy Director of the Department of Administrative Services, which is all part of government ops today. And so as I attend meetings and I've had this tour of getting to know folks and getting familiar with the other divisions, I have run into people that I worked with 16, 17 years ago. High praise for a wonderful workforce and folks, some that have just been committed for so many years and are still there providing wonderful service.